Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nikhil Agarwal, founder and CEO of Swepten. Just to give a background, I've done my master's from University College London and have a degree in computer science engineering. Over the past few years, I had the opportunity to start multiple ventures in hospitality and technology. So all this started by a backpacking trip to Rajasthan. This was my first ever solo backpacking trip. And when I was starting the trip, I thought it is going to be about places. In terms of the stay, I thought it is going to be about the beds, just the basic facilities. But soon I realized that it is not about places, but the people you meet, the community you form, the conversations you have. And all this sparked my interest in the hospitality industry. So this led to the bridge to Bluejay Hostel. Um, So I was very sure that I wanted to do something in hospitality industry, and we were trying to research like what exactly is missing. So during 2017, there were many hostels, but none of them were building something in the premium category. So Bluejay was India's first ever premium backpacking hostel. We designed it particularly for flash packers. For those who don't know, flash packers is basically people who want to spend a little more money and want to have a backpacking experience. They want to socialize with people. They can pay more, want to have a premium four-star hotel kind of experience, but also want to socialize. So I remember going to like Kirti Nagar, selecting the fabric, picking everything by myself. This was back in 2018 when we started this property. But soon I realized like traveling in hostels and staying at properties is very different from running a hostel itself. Running a hostel is very challenging. To show you all a glimpse, I would like to introduce you to this man. We call him Vijay Bhai, the guy with big mustache. We can often see him dropping guests on his personal bike to airports, railway stations, or at times making sure that the bedding is done correctly, and at times even picking the tools in his hands to do some maintenance work. Pretty soon I realized like running a hostel is very challenging when even the senior most staff at the property is occupied in day-to-day operations. Hotels usually miss out on a lot of revenue opportunities. And to add to all this, we had COVID in 2020. I think it was one of the most difficult time for humanity and particularly hospitality as well. There was lockdown, no travel, we were paying salaries. So it was indeed a very difficult time for us, but it led to the birth of Swiften. So, as you all know, everything was going contactless at that time, and we were trying to make the check-in process contactless. That's why the name. That's why the name is Swiften, like swiftly checking in at the properties. Like check-in को हमने Swift in कर दिया था, and also we have a similarity in the name of the like both the companies. Like Bluejay is a traveling bird; it's a migrating bird which goes with the traveler's spirit, and it is also the name of Lord Shiva. So we were like, "Ghar wale bhi khush, hum bhi khush." And Swiften is also a bird. So we wanted to make the process at the properties for guests digital and wanted to give them everything in their pockets. So we created a digital concierge in every guest's pocket. So everything that you can think of can be done on the app itself, starting from the check-in process. We were talking to a lot of hostel owners, hotel owners, and we were trying to discover कि क्या-क्या required होता है, like guests क्या पूछते हैं usually at the reception. So जैसे one of the common question is कि आसपास घूमने के लिए क्या-क्या है. So we added a tab called nearby attraction, so they don't have to go to the reception every time. They can see everything on the app itself. Another very common question is कि Wi-Fi password क्या है. So we added the Wi-Fi password over there. They can request for washroom cleaning, housekeeping. They can order food. They can book upselling activities. So everything you can think of at the property can be done through the app itself. So what are the benefits? Well, the guest experience was enhanced because of it, because अब मुझे सब कुछ मेरे मोबाइल पे ही मिल रहा है. So even at the Jungli when people arrived, people were asking for the Wi-Fi password on the group. they wanted to access information जो WhatsApp पे पूछी जा रही थी. So again, if we have something like this, they can get everything on the mobile phone. Better operations, because every time a guest is like similar questions are being asked by guest, which is wasting a lot of time for the staff. So operations were become like smoothened. We were getting more reviews because the experience was enhanced, which was resulting in more reviews. One of the case study that I want to discuss is of Whooper's Hostel. So when they had 3 properties, they collaborated with us, and the idea was that they wanted to go to 15 plus properties. Um, but whenever the hostel is working as a chain, usually the team is central, the owners are away from the properties, and they wanted to standardize the process across the properties. So that is where Swepten came into the picture by standardizing the processes for ordering food, for ordering upselling activities, for doing the check-in, for C-form automation. So everything was done through Swepten. And as a result, we could see more happy guests. Like it could be seen in the guest reviews. Uh, their food and activity orders increased by 20% because it became easier for the guests to order. Like even over here, at times I wanted to order something, but I couldn't find to like whom should I tell, and because of which I think the orders are usually lost. So since we became it easier for the guest to order, the revenue percentage increases, and the front desk dependency got decreased by 30%. What are we missing? So hotels have rooms, they have guests, hotels have conversations, but most of the conversations are never taken into action. So what is the most important touch point in today's age? WhatsApp. Yes, WhatsApp. So a lot of people are not utilizing WhatsApp to its full extent. So I'll show you how you can use WhatsApp to drive more revenue at the properties. By sending the right messages throughout the guest journey, it can help you drive more revenue, starting from the booking process. So as soon as the guest does a booking, usually we have to collect payments. For example, we got a booking from booking.com, but people have not paid, and at the last moment cancel हो गया, no show हो गया, जिसकी वजह से revenue loss होता है. So what people usually do is they open the PMS, वहाँ से number copy करते हैं, open WhatsApp, message draft किया, वहाँ पे भेजा. It's a long process, and it is being done manually at a lot of properties. So with Swiften, we have automated the entire process. The system is integrated with PMS. It will fetch all the data, all the records, all the numbers. It will create the message automatically. It will have the amount, the payment link, and everything. If the guest doesn't pay even after the first message, it will take follow-up automatically, maybe sending a message like, let's say, 2 days before check-in. And once the payment is done, it automatically updates in the PMS as well. So the booking payment collection process can be automated, and which will help you to avoid revenue loss. Next is the before arrival message, which is again very important. Let's say one day before arrival, you can send a message telling them about the location, how to reach to the property. You can even send them a check-in link where they can upload the documents and do all the check-in formalities, which will save the time at reception and help them in the check-in process. One of our clients did a very smart thing, Joyce Hostel Delhi. So they get a lot of international clients, and their property is located in Delhi. But Delhi में क्या होता है कि international clients land करते हैं and they get scammed. Like they are diverted to Agra, they say the roads are closed and all these things. So what Joyce Hostel did is they send each and every guest a message 2 days before arrival, like how to avoid getting scammed, and which helps a lot of guests. Also, during stay, you can promote food and activities like Mayank Bhai over here at Matt Packers. At the Rishikesh property, what they're doing is, जैसे ही guest check-in करता है, check-in के बाद they send a upselling message telling them about the rafting, bungee jumping, and all these things. So again, sending the right message at the right time is helping them get more revenue. So उनका upselling revenue जो है ancillary services का, that is being getting increased. And then dues collection basically. Checkout के वक्त dues है. Again, it's a manual process. You will tell them this is a dues, bill दिखाया, payment link भेजा, they are doing the payment. So this can be automated. And most importantly, after checkout, that is where the most important thing is, that is review collection. So reviews are very, very critical for hospitality. And what we do is we send a message to the guest and give them 3 options: poor, average, excellent. And if the user clicks on poor or average, we send them an internal link like what went wrong, how can we improve it. But if the guest clicks on excellent, we ask them to review us on Google. So that is how we are optimizing reviews. It is helping you to collect more reviews and then filtering it on WhatsApp itself so that you only get good ones online. And not only that, you should also send a message asking them to book again in future by maybe sending a 10% off on the next booking or something like that. The next 2 most important things is like, one is the AI chatbot. So we have seen a lot of times that guest will text you at 3 a.m. at the night and there is no one to reply, due to which they check on to another hostel on some OTA and they might end up booking that. So instant replies is very important in today's time. And with AI chatbot, you can do that. Like AI chatbot is available 24/7. And it can answer questions like, do we have a swimming pool? Where do we park? How do we reach to the properties? And not only that, it can also help to make a booking end to end. Like it will ask the guest for the check-in date, check-out date, number of adults, send the booking link, and convert the booking end to end. So this will help you to get business and avoid any revenue leakages. And most importantly, WhatsApp marketing, like the email ka opening ratio is 60%, whereas WhatsApp ka opening ratio is more than 90%. So जो भी आपका guest का database है, you have to use it wisely, and especially during off seasons, I suggest when the occupancy is a little lower, you can send broadcast messages on WhatsApp telling them, like maybe giving them some offers like book for 2 nights, get 500 rupees off, some kind of promotions. And it is very easy to do this. Like you just have to design the template, the message, and upload a guest list, maybe 5,000 guests, 10,000 guests, and just press a button. So those 5,000 guests will instantly get the message and it helps you get more bookings. So one of the case study for the WhatsApp thing is about Summit Hotels and Resort. It is one of the Northeast's biggest chain, and I met the founder in a similar event, and they have more than 30 plus properties and more than 40 agents who are handling their WhatsApp. The challenge was they were using multiple WhatsApp numbers across the properties, and it was very difficult to manage कि कहाँ पे क्या बात हो रहा है, कहाँ पे क्या revenue leakage है, is staff replying on time, तो वो सब manage करना was very difficult. So we provided them a solution जहाँ पे एक WhatsApp number can be used by 40 plus agents, and as a result, there was better agent performance visibility. Like people could see like what is the first response time, what is the average response time. So everything was being tracked, and there were KPIs for all the agents. So they had the incentives to deliver better, and of course, it resulted in better guest satisfaction. But there's another touch point. Any guesses? It's calls. So not every conversation happens on WhatsApp. The most valuable guest insights are often hidden inside calls. Usually what do people ask on calls? Like reservation inquiries. There is a lot of upselling opportunities. At times people are complaining, and you understand the guest expectations on calls. But the challenge is no manager can listen to every call done by all the agents. Like in the industry, less than 1% are auditing the calls, and the 1% who are auditing the calls, like out of 100%, they're only auditing like 5% of the calls, because it is humanly impossible to listen to all the calls and take action. But with AI, this can be done now. So what we have created is Swepten AI, which converts conversations into insights. The calls are converted into transcripts. These transcripts are fed to AI, and AI gives you insights about all the conversations. How it helps is, so basically, before this tool, we had no visibility in terms of like how agents are performing. Just to give an example, one of our clients wanted to have like on every call they wanted to greet like, good afternoon, this is Summit Hotels and Resort, how can I help you? And they assigned 10 points whenever this greeting is done. And similarly, they wanted to have a closing like, thank you for choosing Summit Hotels. Something like that. So they used to assign certain points on different parameters. And with our tool, they're able to do that. Like they have multiple KPIs, multiple parameters, which tells how the agents are performing. At the end of the day, they get a complete dashboard showing the performance of all the agents. And what they have done is they have put a projector like this on the sales team flow, which is like they can see live how's the progress of their calls and everything, which makes it a little competitive. And they also incentivize like the top 3 performers. Overall idea is to improve the guest communication so that the revenue leakages are minimal. So some of the examples like a guest is saying we were actually looking to book a villa with a pool. So there's upselling opportunity over here. A guest is saying nobody got back to me yesterday. So this is a service failure example. A guest is saying we are traveling with children. So this is a personalized opportunity. Like they can create an experience for children. Another case study is of India's largest vacation rental chain. So they have 1,500 plus villas, 8 lakh plus happy customers. They have 50 plus calling agents and a massive 1 lakh plus call minutes. And a lot of insights are missed in these calls. So I'll just share a quick short example of what we discovered recently. So there was a guest who was calling the third time and was very frustrated. Like, I'm trying to call you for the third time, nobody's answering me. Every time there's a new agent, and like he was very frustrated. And our system could detect like this is a high intent, high ticket customer, which is very upset. And when the managers listened to the call, it was a wedding inquiry for 200 people, with maybe a ticket value of 30 to 50 lakh, which was being missed. Like managers, owners को कोई idea नहीं है because इतना massive call volume है उसमें कुछ पता नहीं चल सकता. So our system could help them identify that particular customer and help them get it converted. So few key takeaways. We have to listen in hospitality industry. So every conversation I feel is a revenue opportunity. We have to respond fast. Speed wins guest loyalty. And lastly, technology, like data is everywhere, insights are rare. So we have to use technology to get those insights. And the future of hospitality is understanding guests better. Thank you everyone.